Oh, hello! What up, squirrel friends? It's me, Tommy Teebs, Pico, Indigenous American poet, screenwriter, single, not actively mingling, and I'm coming at you today from Chumash, Tongva, and Tataviam Territory, otherwise known as Los Angeles, to read you some poems in the pandemic. Thank you for watching Poet's House Presents. I'm going to read a few excerpts from a few books of mine because I don't write poems, I write books. Believe me, I'm as tired of me as you probably are at this point. You know, my books really speak to indigeneity and fucking. And, you know, indigenous people are at a high risk group in this illness, and also fucking is just not happening. So I'm talking about longing, okay? I'll just be reading 3 quick excerpts. I don't want to take up too much of the abundance of free time that you have. So this is from Nature Poem. The world is infected. Systemic pesticides get absorbed by every cell of the plant, accumulate in the soil, waterways. Kiss the bees, knees, in a Guns N' Roses way, goodbye. The world is a bumblebee in the sense that, who cares? My thumb isn't terribly green, but it's terribly thumbing at me. It seems foolish to discuss nature without talking about endemic poverty, which seems foolish to discuss without talking about corporations given human agency, which seems foolish to discuss without talking about colonialism, which is foolish to discuss without talking about misogyny. In the deepest oceans, the only light is fishes. Luciferin and luciferase mix. Ribbons flutter in the darkness. I'm so dumb. Thinking about this makes me cry. I'm so dumb. Gay men are the worst people ever. Because if they don't want to fuck you, you're nothing to them. But they love dogs. When I say I'm having a catfish by me, what I mean is leave me alone. What I mean is I love candy, but I'm an adult. I only let myself have candy at the movies. So I've been going to the movies a lot. Sometimes on dates, I buy the box of Gold Bears, but keep them scrunched in the cup holder on the armrest because I don't want him to think I'm the kind of adult who still hoovers candy, by which I mean I don't want to be the kind of adult who still hoovers candy, but fuck, I still bought him like in good fun, was gonna offer him some, but he doesn't like sweets. And I thought too long about the prospect of a box of gummies breaching. We've been kind of cuddling, so the flick is halfway over. All those other snacky losers finish their soppy nachos and shit are just wrapped in the movie like the normal person, and it's way past the crinkling hour, but hallelujah, he has to pee, so I quick rip the shit like a bird neck, eat a handful of gummy bears, shove the box back in my backpack before he gets back. NBD, crisis averted. Earth, a golden orbit of simplicity. And this is an excerpt from Junk, breakup poem in couplets. So just so you know, for context, a breakup has just happened. Took us long fucking enough. Now I'm stupid and sugar-free and realizing the only thing harder than writing is quitting candy. And the only thing harder than quitting candy is walking all day and buttering to bed in my body. But now that I'm fully inhabiting my cement, I'm finding the sacral joy of thinking into my ribcage. Convention says a book should be this long, but I'm only interested in writing as long as you want to read in one sitting. My aura is a strawberry shortcake dessert bar and the popular American corn snack, Funyuns. My safe word is go to hell, Katy Perry, pronounced catty. I'm writing a sitcom about butts and counting. It's called Number 2. The tagline is turn the other cheek. Most times, I'm a maniac. Other times, losing an arm wrestling match. Sitting for longer and longer, but paying less and less attention evolutionarily. Is a load easier to swallow with we? We've known for centuries that time is a bossy bird curdler. Protrude from the green and calling it bud. Sometimes you need to read something more than once. My joint is Mary Jane. The theme is harmony of a gradient. Let's hold hands and walk to the water taxi in matching tank tops, but we call the tank tops wedges, and the wedges are a chipwich, and our cherry cokes are a summer afternoon where we can't do nothing but lay in the grass at the carousel and Dumbo at the lap of the river and the dollhouse of Lower Manhattan face fucking us while we neck and later face fuck. The days I burnt packets of fake sugar in faggot land, and Sundays are the blurry worst. I'm taking notes in therapy like, be more in the moment. Everyone, they say, is trying to quiet the buzz, but here in the white waves in the ring of your absence, I chafe to chatter. I scream and run into a scream of swans rubbing their swan cocks against the water's ass. Starving junk in the sticky soda of my boy me. Spit on that rock hard narrative. Make it glisten. Fuck. Oh, fuck. My head a rabid, Sega, frantic 16-bit divination. My hands, huge Venn diagrams. The middle is where I miss you. Filling me. Honey, in the raw. It's odd to feel someone slip away. While drilling their junk inside you. The sky is still and shy and surfing. Newsflash, predictions are insecure. But here are the rainbow road's possible paths. Come, Delta, choke my loneliness, daddy. More graphics, more resolution, more jagged chin clips, more anarchist sex dolls, more jewel teeth, more tears on the pizza, more hungry boy somewhere in the noise machine. The fat junk wags against my throat. Junk is charming in the hollows. A dude leans into me like cigarettes, half asleep. You know how some people are workaholics? Well, I'm an alcoholic. Today's jaw lick, click, clock, stops the syrup leaking from my pores. One more time, please. Can I ride, please? Just one more time. I got the tightest, pinkest purse. Sorry, clutch. Let's play a game called Sociopath or Gay Man. Let's bottomless brunch. Let's pedal bagel with strawberry, tofu, cream cheese, toasted snickerdoodle smoothie, fuchsia puree, adrenaline, whole bellinis. I'll eat it, daddy. Baby, I'm the opposite of a foodie. I'm like a junkie. And this is an excerpt from Feed. Dear reader, I've been thinking a lot about stretch denim that doesn't also have a stretchy waistband, by which I mean nature's cruelest disagreements. And I've been thinking about the slobbering heat that is the promise of spring. Today, to wear out the woozy, to giddy the skittish dizzy into a steady, simple rush of stillness, I buttered around the city listening to the cranberries as the air around me bounded into its summer self. But literally 2 weeks ago, there was a blizzard that thawed to a song. Plants have the most complicated biochemistry in nature. It's not explicit, their influence, but powerful as passive aggression. Family, like a forest, like home. It grows wherever I go. Trees of forests of families gabbing at the root. Wild tobacco developing nicotine as a toxin to shoo away insects who feed on the leaves. I guess this is a dirge to the future I thought we could have. Not all plants were meant to grow together in the same microclimate. Some things grow apart instead. Walking the High Line not far from where we first met, in the seats by the popsicle stand. Blackberry ones were the best. Mango, second to the best. Coconut was trash. I think you want to be with someone so clearly, so deep, but it just doesn't feel like you want to be with me. Leo looked up at me full Eeyore face. I've been thinking the same thing. Nations are always outlived by their cities. Thank you so much for Poets House Presents. I'm Tommy Pico. You can find more of my work at Hey Teebs, HEYTEBS on all relevant social media. You can find me tommy-pico.com. I'm at Tommy-Pico on Venmo if you feel like tipping. Thank you so much, Poets House. Before I ever even was fixing to write books, I would go to Poets House and write. I started junk at Poets House. My zines were always in the little zine rack or whatever. And you know what I mean? It's been such a formative place in my creative life. I got to do this for y'all. Stay safe. Take care.
If you've enjoyed these programs, please consider giving a contribution to Poets House. For more than 30 years, they've kept the door wide open to everyone for the joy of poetry. Recently, they have temporarily had to shut the door and are reeling from the financial implications. Please give, even a small donation if you can. Thank you.